In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a circle and also what's called a parabola for your creation. A parabola is kind of like a smiley face or a sad face. So for a circle, the equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So this number, and this number affects the circle. The easiest one to explain first is this. This is the radius squared of the circle. So this circle, here's the center, it has a radius of 4. If I want to make the radius of the circle be 5, I would change this number to 25. If I wanted the radius of the circle to be 8, I would change this to 64. Okay. If I wanted a really small circle, 1. Okay, or 0.5 or 0.2. Oops. Really small. So that number there changes the size of the circle. Okay, now let's go back to, I don't know, let's make it 12. It doesn't have to be a perfect square. It could be just any number. The square root of 10 would be the radius of this. So now let's say I want to move this circle. I want it to be over here. So these numbers tell me where the center of the circle is. And it's always the opposite sign. So this center has a circle at 2, 7. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 7 is the center of the circle. So let's say I wanted to move this circle so it had a center at 10, 5. I want my x value to be 10, and I want my y value to be 5. Let's say I wanted it to be down at -2. I would change this to +2. Okay. If I wanted it to be over here, let's say I wanted it to have a center at -5, -2, I would have to turn this into a +5. You could just play around with the numbers. Okay. So again, if you wanted to make it from scratch, it's x minus, just pick a number, and we're going to square it, plus y plus 7, square it, equals the radius. So we'll make the radius, I don't know, 16. So if I want to raise this, I'm going to make that -7, and that's how you make. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to create a parabola, which is sort of a smiley face or a sad face. Okay, so here with this parabola, I have 2 times the quantity of x minus 10 squared plus 5. Okay, so the number that you're subtracting from the x inside these parentheses, that tells you this is at 10 on the x-axis, and this number here tells me I'm at 5 on the y-axis, and it's where the smile or the frown changes shape. Okay, so you can see that it's at 10, 5 there. So it's always the opposite sign of this number and the same sign as that number. So let's say I wanted to move it down, I would maybe make this -2, and now it's at 10, -2. If I wanted to move it up, +3. If I wanted to move it left, let's say I wanted it to be not at 10, 3, but 5, 3, I would make that a 5. Okay, or a 6, or a 7, or an 8. Okay. If I wanted it to be upside down, this number here needs to be negative. Okay, negative flips it upside down. If it's positive, it's a happy face. If it's negative, it's a sad face. Okay. Now, this number also tells me how wide or skinny the smile or frown is. So let's say it's 5. Ooh, it's getting skinnier. 10, skinnier. 100, super skinny. Let's say it's just 1. Okay. Let's say it's a really, really, really small number. So like 0.1. Oh, then it becomes wide. Okay, 0.01. Whoa, it's really wide. 0.05. Okay, let's say I want to take that and flip it upside down. We make it negative. Maybe I want to move it up to 5, 10. So my x value, instead of being 8, I want it to be 5. and I want to move it up to 10. This number moves it up or down. Okay, so if you're interested in using those in your drawing, feel free.